All right, guys, in today's video, we're up in beautiful Canyon Lake, California, and we're here to highlight my brand new product, Quivr Whitewater. This is my foam on rinse off sealant, and the subject vehicle here, right here, is my Kia Telluride. This is actually my parents' vehicle, and two things, right? So the front end of it, the front fenders, hood, all that kind of stuff is protected with a paint protection film. It also has ceramic infused in it, so that part is pretty good. The rest of the vehicle though, I did do ceramic coatings in the past, but I have stripped those off because of the PPF. When we installed that, I wasn't sure if we were gonna do just the front end or the whole car. Regardless, so it needed to be stripped off so that the PPF would adhere properly. Paint protection film needs that bonding surface. Now, we're gonna go ahead and start off. I'm gonna show you some before and afters on this, or befores, I guess, showing you the paint's condition. Now, it's not in bad shape at all. My dad does a great job of maintaining this. He does it about twice a week, and he uses Quivr Indo. He uses a rinseless wash on this to keep it in its current state. So you can see though, there is a light layer of dust all across the thing. We do have some palm trees up above it too that drop stuff on it. So it is in need of a wash, right? There is a tiny bit of protection. You'll see that once we go and you'll see the water behavior. Relatively flat though. It has had hot coat applied some time ago. And basically why I wanted to use this vehicle to highlight Whitewater is because I think this is the perfect general use case of a product like this. Things that people care about, they want to maintain. It's not fully ceramic coated, but they want to maintain it, and this is going to be the absolute best option for that. So easy to use. After we do this though, we will show some, I have a test panel that's completely bare, completely stripped. You'll see zero water behavior on it. And then you see this, and then I'll show you on my other work truck, actually not my work truck, my other Tundra. This one's my work Tundra, and then I have a personal Tundra. And you'll see this is applied 3 weeks to a month ago, and you'll see the water behavior, which is absolutely fantastic. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and start off by foaming it down with Quivr Rogue. I'm gonna let that dwell. I'm gonna rinse that off. Then I'm gonna refoam with Quivr Rogue. We go in for a contact wash just to get all the contaminants and everything off the paint. We will then rinse that off and apply this, and that's where I'll pick up and talk to you guys again in a second. All right, guys, so starting off with Quivr Rogue, I am going to pre-rinse the area just because the front half of the car is sitting in direct sunlight. It's quite a warm day, so I just want to cool that surface down a little bit, and then we can move on from the process. All right, guys, so here we go. Here is the surface of the vehicle. Now, again, I foamed it down with Quivr Rogue. I let it dwell. Then I rinsed that down. It took the majority of the heavy particulates out. Then I refoamed it, went in for my contact wash, also using Quivr Rogue, and then rinsed it down. This is where we're at now, okay? So let me go ahead and show you the water behavior currently. So, wow, that's flatter than I thought. Hang on one second. You'll see some parts breaking away. There you go. And that's the ceramic infusion from the PPF, okay? Now let's go ahead and go on this side. I'll show you here what the side's looking like. So you can tell there is some protection on it, right? But it's not like beating water like crazy. So actually, let me go a little wider for you. We'll do this back corner here. Okay, so there we go. So what we're gonna do now is go ahead and apply Quivr Whitewater, my foam on rinse off sealant. So this, typically you use 1 to 3 ounces in your foam cannon. I typically like to go just about a half full foam cannon and add 1 ounce. So I have one already prepped here. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this onto the foam cannon and foam it on. Now, there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about here. Foaming ability. It's not a super high foamer. Now, if I added more quantity, if I went 3 ounces in a full foam cannon, we'll get more foam for sure. I don't really care about the foam in this situation though. I just care that it lays flat and coats everything properly on the surface. So here we go. And you can see the PPF section is rejecting more than the rest of the body because, again, that ceramic infusion on there. So one thing to note, guys, Also with this product, try not to do it in direct sunlight if you can. Just practice safe practices across any wash method that you're doing. Again, as a mobile detailer, I need it to be able to work in this situation, but don't let it dry on the surface. If it starts, you're going around and you see it start kind of getting a little bit dry, just apply more and you'll be good to go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it all over the vehicle. And then we simply let it dwell for a little bit. Again, not too long. And then the biggest part of this is rinsing thoroughly. You wanna make sure you rinse all of the residual off, because the active ingredients, if they dry onto the panel, you just wanna make sure that they're all spread out properly before that happens. And there we go. All right, guys, so now is the dwell time. Again, we don't want it to sit too long. We don't want it to dry onto the paint, but we want to let it kind of have a little bit of time to set up onto the paint before we rinse off. Now you may be asking, should I rinse from top to bottom, bottom to top? I mean, honestly, a good way to do it is bottom up so that it spreads everything out evenly, but top to bottom is totally fine too. Just keep that in mind. Now, when we do our initial rinse, we'll see some sheeting and beading. And over time, again, which I'll show you on my 2020 Tundra it's been on there, it cures up on the paint afterwards as well and gets even better. So that should be about enough time though. We're gonna go ahead and rinse off and I'll film on my phone for you. All right, guys, so you remember the water behavior before. Here we go. Look at the beading. So look how that water behavior is now. Substantially better than it was before. Again, the easiest way to maintain protection on your vehicle. You guys remember this as well, how flat that was? Look at this now. Look at that. Incredible. Looks so good. Again, guys, rinsing really well is important, and always keep in mind, how this kind of traps stuff. So after you rinse down your higher spots, anything else that's left over in that, just go ahead and make sure to rinse that out as well. All right, guys, and one more thing to keep in mind is because it creates these crazy little water beads, I'm using deionized water, but if you're not, just make sure that that doesn't dry on there either. Keep it wet before you go in for your towel dry or whatever else. We're about to towel dry this in a second. I'm just gonna do one final quick rinse around, make sure I got everything. And guys, real quick, we'll show you on this door panel. This one was pretty much flat. We'll go ahead and show you now. The water behavior, even slow, it just beats it up right away. So good to go there. Same thing here. All right, guys, now for the drying process, we've got two options here. We've got my Quivr Nazare, which is my massive drying towel, and we've got the Quivr Not a Beach towel. This is a much more manageable size for some people, and it is a micro twist loop versus this one is a traditional regular style twist loop. Now, because I want to pick up the water really quickly off the top surfaces, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Nazare, right? And this is great because we can just take it, flop it over, and pull, and we're drying off this entire hood in like 2 wipes. Okay, so we droop it over like that, pull, and we are all dry. And now that those top surfaces have been done, we're switching over to the Not a Beach towel. And same thing, again, because the twist loop construction, it just picks up an absolute ton of water just with the wipe. Again, the reason I created this is because I work on a lot of high-end cars, and specifically the main reason was Bentley's, the Speed Editions have a Speed logo on the side. It's like a really thin script, and it's the easiest thing ever to get a microfiber piece under it, and then it breaks it. This one, because it's the micro loop construction, doesn't do that. All right, guys, so there you have it, all protected, super, super easy to do. Do your normal wash as the vehicle's wet, foam it on, let it dwell a little bit, rinse it off, and dry it down. It comes out unbelievable. Great protection, especially for how easy it is to use. Now, really quickly, like I said, I want to show you guys this product on a completely bare panel and then also on my truck. So I'm going to take you back to that real quick. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the wheels because they're that satin wheel. I'm going to go ahead and use Quivr Seal on it. Just did a video on that. If you didn't see that, I'll put it at the end of the video or up here or something so you can check that out. It's my other new product that's unbelievable, unbelievable. So go ahead and check out the other panel right now. All right, guys, so we're about to use Quivr Whitewater on this panel. Now, if you remember well, in my last video, I did a section here with Seal. Just gonna go ahead and spray. And you can see the protection there from Seal. It actually gets better over time. So it's a really, really impressive product. Okay, but we're gonna go ahead and foam the rest of it because you can see the rest of it is nice and flat, okay? So there you go. We're gonna go ahead and foam on Whitewater right now. And again, the main reason I'm doing it on this panel is to show you how this performs on a panel that has zero protection on it. So here we go. Now, if you remember well, this side, that's a little square of PPF. That strip has Seal on it, and that strip has nothing except what Seal is gonna be. So real quick, we're good to go. Now, again, the foaming ability isn't the highest, and I wanted that because look at how it coats the entire surface. Okay, and then eventually you start seeing it starting to kind of fight off a little bit here and there. But what I like about it is the rinse off, and then again, same thing like with Seal, over time this gets even better. That truck has Quivr Whitewater on it completely. This truck has Seal on it completely. That truck has Whitewater. So I will show you the water behavior on that as well here shortly. All right, guys, so another important thing is you don't want it to dry into the sun, but we're at a good time now. It's been sitting, so we're gonna go and rinse it off. And you can see immediately the water behavior has changed. It's sheeting water very, very quickly now. Now, over time, like if we go leave this on there, we rinse it off. Again, very important to rinse thoroughly. As this now cures, right, we dried the panel down. Next time you use it, it beads even more, much more than the sheeting. So really, really cool, versatile product. All right, guys, so here is my 2020 Tundra. Just pulled it over from over there, and here we are. So we got some drips because I started recording and realized that I actually wasn't recording. So dried off the panel real quick so you guys can see it in its fresh state. So again, this got Whitewater applied about 3 weeks ago, and here you go. Here you can see the water behavior. Fantastic. But you can see the water behavior there. It really kind of stacks on itself and starts to cure up over time, gets really, really good like this. And as you can see, it's a little bit of a hybrid of beading and sheeting. Now you can get it to flood and it will just sheet. See that? Sheets away. But from a normal distance, the water beading is fantastic. All right, guys, so there you have it. Quivr Whitewater is available now. It's actually been available for a little bit, but I wanted to finally make this video. It's available at the House of Rags, on my website, dtlrsupply.com. I have it in store as well, and hopefully at a retail partner near you soon. So check it out, Quivr Whitewater. Again, if you buy it on my site or over at the House of Rags, use code I'm Josh V. It'll save you 10%. We also have the Quivr foam cannon back in stock over at the House of Rags. So go check it out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope this video helps you. Please make sure to like the video. Make sure you're subscribed. Turn on that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one.